Hey everybody, this is Celine, Moon Goddess, back with another pick a card reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. Last night I woke up at like 1:32 in the morning and I was like, number one, why the fuck am I awake? I need to be sleeping. And then number two, my mind just kept racing about thinking about am I supposed to be getting something, some messages here. It's so funny when you start off in your journey to kind of get your mind opened up and your third eye opens and you start becoming aware of your spirituality and growth and all that shit. It's like, for me, I'm still kind of finding my way through it, so sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, is this a sign? Is this a sign? Is that a sign? I'm kind of still like, the universe is probably laughing at, because it's probably like, no honey, you just anxious, go to bed, no, it's just because you have insomnia, sister. Cool your jets. Anyway, enough of that, just bullshitting here. Anyway, I'm glad you tuned in. This reading is going to be about any message. I thought, I sit here and always look for messages from the universe. What's the universe trying to tell me? Sometimes I see a bunch of synchronicities. When I happen to look at the clock, it's 11:11. It's 4:44, 5:55, 3:33. And I'm like, well, what are these messages? What does this all mean? So I thought maybe somebody out there is having the same issue. I'm like, let's see what the universe has, what the universe is trying to tell you. What is the universe trying to say? Sometimes it could be anything from maybe changes and tweaks we need to do in our life, our day to day. Sometimes it's a message from someone we love. Sometimes it's just encouragement, hey, you know what, you're doing some really hard work on your character and the universe just wants to say, keep up the good work. So let's see what the universe has for you. Okay, I have 3 decks here. 3 gorgeous decks. Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, which I'm sure I said that wrong, but yeah, great deck. Tattoo Tarot, which was a gift from a friend of mine. Ink and Intuition. And then God, I always want to say, Guillermo del Toro, Tarot del Toro deck right here, which is also a beautiful deck. It's kind of like a dark deck. Definitely the images are spooky and dark, but that's his MO. So if you don't like that, probably not the deck for you. And then I was thinking of pulling a, it's so worn out, but an oracle deck from, it's all worn out. Oh my God, I think it's called the Psychic Tarot. Psychic Tarot. Oh, look, I don't even know what the fuck. Okay, well, anyway, it's John Holland and it is a oracle deck. Okay, so we'll pull one of those 2 for each deck. Okay, so just pause the video right now. Go ahead and just take a couple of deep breaths. Don't just pick a deck that looks beautiful to you. Pick a deck that you're drawn to, that that feels that might have a message for you, and go from there. Okay, and then pick your deck. Okay, so deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. And just by the way, if you enjoy my readings and you enjoy hearing what I have to say or hearing the readings I put out, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can get notified every time I put up a new video. All right, and then like and comment. That way, if you have ideas on different readings I can do, I would love that too. Okay, all right, we'll start with deck 1. Deck 1, hello, Tarot of Dreams. I hope you guys are doing well today. This is just one of the most beautiful decks. I love this deck. I use it every day, ever since I bought it. It's beautiful. The cards are nice and smooth and shiny and durable, because I've learned quickly when I started doing tarot that some decks are just not made for shuffling all the time. I got this one deck. It was the Dia de los Muertos deck. Man, I use that sucker every goddamn day, all day, every day. Yeah, it's nasty and ratty right now. I need to actually probably buy a new one. But okay, so let's go ahead and see what does the universe have as a message for pile 1. What is the universe trying to tell pile 1? What is the universe trying to tell pile 1? There's a message here, I know. What is the universe trying to say to pile 1? Okay. What is the universe trying to say? What is the universe trying to say? All right. One more card, Spirit. What is the universe trying to say? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we got a little surprise one there. All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, I'm just looking and seeing what you got here. Okay. I'm bear with me here. Just trying to tune in to what's trying to be said here. Let's get your oracle deck too going. Get your cards out here real quick, because I know a lot of people like seeing the shuffle too. So let's see what oracle cards you have. Wow. Okay. Any more messages for Pavel? Alright, thank you, Spirit. Alright. We got mental conflict, obstacles and challenges, and the universe. Okay. So the cards that we have here are the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords. That's not the Eight of Swords. That's the Nine of Swords. Sorry. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Ace of Coins. And then you have mental conflict, obstacles, and challenges with the universe. So it seems like pile one, you've been going through the fucking ringer. It seems like you've been having a lot of anxiety, just thoughts that are looming over your mind that are not allowing you, or your perception is that they're not allowing you to move forward. What you want to do, you're really wanting to move forward. I sense that you're someone with a big heart. You're someone that typically probably on the outside looks like they're strong, capable. You probably function really well at work. You might work in the healthcare industry, something with healing and helping people. You have a very big heart, and you're a very sensitive person. But sometimes the pendulum can swing to the other side with people. Like I feel like I'm kind of like, I have that in common with you, with being a sensitive person. Sometimes our mind just, goes a little crazy, and when we start having these feelings, we start associating things and trying to make sense of things. Because I know, like for myself, I don't like living in a gray area, and it seems like there's a decision that might need to be made here. There is mental conflict. There's disorganization happening. You're trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Like when you look at this card, he's got, of course, his face inside of his head, but you have like very rectangular shapes here, and then very viney shapes here. Like there isn't a reconciliation or assimilation of the two. There's division there. And it's presenting to be definitely a challenge for you. The thing about this card is that you see this girl, she's looking at these swords like they're looming over her, but there is nothing really holding her there. She could actually probably get up and walk away from these things that are causing her this anguish, but there she stays, and she stays and lays there and just allows it to loom over her as if she's helpless and can't get out of her situation. And I think what the universe is trying to tell you is that you need to put one foot in front of the other. Okay, you need to walk away from what you're avoiding. Sometimes it's easier to stay in when, like, you need to make a decision. Sometimes it's easier to stay in a place of indecision, right? Because it's safe there. There's no commitment to a decision. You could just say, I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm mulling over it. Oh, I don't know what to do. You ask advice and people are telling you, girl or guy, dude, you need to just like do X, Y, and Z. What the fuck are you waiting for? And you're like, I'm thinking about it. I don't know, and it's like, it's safer sometimes to stay there, to stay in this mental conflict and not have to, be decisive. Okay. And, the universe is saying, yeah, it's acknowledging that it's putting these obstacles and challenges in front of you on purpose. But you're smart enough to get yourself out of this situation. You know what you have to do. Like you see this person here, they easily can hop right on over to that other ledge there. But they're staring at the bottom of that cliff, at the water at the bottom, just wondering, oh my God, what if I fall? Instead of just being like, what needs to happen is I just need to make this decision and go with the direction that I'm being led to go. Now, it's easier said than done. Believe me, I understand that. It's very difficult to, especially if this decision affects other people. It's easy when you're younger, to make decisions. Sometimes I think when we're younger, we're like, we can, we feel like we have our whole life ahead of us, and, fuck the consequences, that benefit of risk, that we take, we take it without thinking about it. But as you get older, the price that you have to pay, gets pricier and pricier. And sometimes that involves kids, it involves family members, it involves sometimes religious beliefs, cultures, traditions. I mean, there's so many things. But the whole point is that the universe is still talking to you, right? I mean, you clicked on this video for a reason, because you want to know what is being said here. What direction should I go? And, when I look at this Eight of Cups, I love this deck, because it has different variations of the typical tarot. And usually with the Eight of Cups, it's just somebody walking away from full cups that are like on. This person is naked, and when you look at, in anything, artwork or whatever, typically being nude signifies being vulnerable, allowing your, most tender, vulnerable parts of your heart to be laid bare. And this person is facing the moon, and there are a lot of people that have a connection to the moon. The moon is, for me, I love the moon. The moon has so much energy. I mean, just think of what it does to the ocean. I mean, how could it not affect us and our mood and our day-to-day, right? But they're walking not away from the cups, but kind of above them, up into the sky, into space, where you see the stars and stuff, kind of like pointing, just because you're walking away from these cups, maybe walking away is exactly what you need to do, because something better is on the other side. These little steps kind of disappear into the universe, like the universe is pointing you there. You're going towards the universe. You're going in the direction of the universe. Not this, like if you could imagine, this is the decision you need to make. This is one choice, and these steps are the other choice. This side could very well be exactly where the universe is trying to point you. I mean, it literally is stairway to fucking heaven right there. You know what I mean? There's a reason why this came out. I mean, I really think that, like I said before, sometimes it's clear in our mind, but it's hard for our heart to catch up to make those decisions. And the Six of Swords is usually oh my God, hold on, can't even pick it up. All right, usually this card, it depicts like a man in a boat with like a woman and a child, and they have the swords inside the boat with them, and they're going off to a place of like a better place to live. There's like land, like a more prosperous land. This seems a little more dark, doesn't it? And the sky has a mask, and the swords are kind of like in this very defensive manner, you know. And one version of this card I read was, you know, yes, you're going on a journey. Okay, yes, making this decision needs to happen, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to still carry some burdens with you. So, you know, those swords are always in the boat, even though they're going in a different direction. Those swords are still in the boat. It's not like they threw the swords on the shore and took off on the boat and said, fuck that shit, I'm leaving that shit behind. No, they're taking their burdens with them, taking some of the worry with them. Okay, so making the decision doesn't mean that some of the worry is going to disappear, or that you know, the problems will disappear. But there is a digression in the amount of swords, right? You have the 9 of Swords here and 6 of Swords here. So making the decision and walking, you know, lifting these swords from your anxiety, taking the decision process and just going with it, will relieve you of some of these worries and anxieties, for sure. And not only will you leave these, but your trajectory will be in a better position onto prosperity. All right. Yeah, definitely that's what it's showing you, you know. And then here you have, you know, the Ace of Coins. I mean, look at that. That's like what? It looks like Hercules there holding this big old pentacle, you know. But look at the steer that's there, you know. Look at the lush greenery there. That is a promise of prosperity, a gift waiting for you that the universe is trying to give you. It's saying, hello, yoo-hoo, pile 1, look what I got for you. Just if you could just, you know, let go of the burdens, let go of the anxiety. Make the right choice. Come to me, honey bunnies. You know, the universe has, you know, one big lesson I've learned is that the universe has blessings for us just sitting there. Just sitting there. If you can imagine a hallway, and you're walking down the hallway, and on the side of the hallway, there's these little gifts down the hallway. They're there. They're sitting there, ready to be taken. But if you have blinders on your eyes, and you're not looking down, you're going to miss the blessings. Okay? You're just going to miss them. You're not going to, you know, they're just going to not be given to you, you know? But when we start on this journey of self-awareness and spirituality, those blinders start getting wider and wider. And we start realizing that there are blessings for us. But there's also personal growth that needs to happen, you know. Just like a child, like, you know, you don't give a child everything they want without letting them also, but without also teaching them how to work for it too, right? Like, yeah, money's great. You can buy things with money, but how do we get money? You got to work for it. You got to get a skill. But you can still have prosperity and have a beautiful life, learning both sides of of life, right? So if we have to do that externally, you know, in order to live our life, why would that not be also the same thing internally? That we have to also do some inner work, maybe get rid of some childhood trauma, maybe you know, undo some karma that was done to us, you know, stop family cycles, you know, just inner work that kind of unfortunately can fall in your lap. You know, I've had to do that. There's shit that's been done to me that was not my fucking fault, but sure as shit, I'm the one having to undo the fucking family trauma, you know. And I've had to make decisions like that too, where you got to walk away, and there's consequence to that. You know, there's things that I lack in my life because I made those decisions, but those things that I lack carried far heavier of a burden for me, and sucked so much of my energy that it was actually a good decision to walk away. And the last card that you have here is the universe, which universe in this deck, the black cards are like, they match the major arcana. So this would be the world card. You know, the universe has your best interest at heart. The universe does not want you to suffer on purpose for no reason. If the universe is pointing you to do something and look at something that's painful for you, it's because in order to if you get through that, there is a much better, I can't even find the word. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you work through that, like I'm thinking of analogies, like, you know, you know, like when people in the military, I just came to mind, you know, they do their training and they're doing all this fucking tough shit to prove themselves, you know. Why do they do that? I mean, what is the point of that, right? What is motivating them to, you know, carry heavy logs through the mud and do all of that? You know, are they doing it because they, for something a vain reason? No, it's inner work. It takes determination, inner work, in order to do that. And all of that is to be a servant, right? All of that is to ultimately become, you know, go into the military, be proud of what they've done. And when they come out on the other side, you better be sure they are fucking proud of what they've done. And they reap those benefits, right? Of the internal benefit of what they've done. You know, that's the same idea, I think, spiritually you can apply it. You know, it's like, why do I want to look at my fucking trauma? Who the fuck wants to look at that? Yeah, who does, right? But if you don't, you keep yourself in a psychological hamster wheel where you keep going and wondering why you end up in these, you know, karmic relationships that you can never get out of. Why do you keep picking the wrong person in your life? Why can't you find the job that you really want? You know, why can't you finish school, and you've been going to school forever? You still can't finish that goddamn semester, you know? There is something there that needs to be worked through. And on the other side, you're going to feel amazing because you worked through something that was so challenging that you no longer need to carry with you anymore. And the universe is telling you it's there for you. It's there for you. And that's just the beginning, right? That's just the beginning. So pile one, man, I really hope that this really helped you. I hope that it brings you encouragement, even though it's definitely salt and peppered with difficult stuff to have to, you know, work through. More than anything, remember that the universe will not hold back anything that is meant for you. And sometimes doing hard inner work, actually most of the time, doing that hard inner work will get you to where you want to go. Okay, so I really wish you the best. You take care, pile one. If you like this reading, hit the subscribe button and comment. If you have any other ideas of what I could do for readings, I'm open to suggestions. Okay, and like the video. All right, take care. Bye. All right, pile. Oh no, I'm losing my sorry. You know what's funny? I'll tell you. I didn't tell pile one this, but I'm totally recording this on my bed. And so I have a bed that, because I'm an old lady, right? I call myself an old lady. I'm not really that old, but I have one of those cool beds that you can put the head of the bed up. And so I totally snorted. The bed button, the remote control, like, got pushed and was moving. I'm like, the camera! Okay, anyway. Never mind me. Hi, pile two. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. This is if you picked the Tattoo Tarot. Alright, so let's see. What is the universe trying to tell pile two? What messages do you have for pile two here? Okay, let's see. What messages do you have for pile two, Spirit? Messages for pile two. Right. Get my shuffling together here. Alright, any more messages for pile two? Get two more. Ooh. I don't know, that one's screaming to me there, so we'll pull that one too. Okay, sweet. And then let's do your oracle cards here. Ay, ay, ay. One flipped over here. Whoop, there we go. And then one more. Whoa. We got two more. Universe got something to say to you, pile two. All right. So let's see what we got over here. Got the Knight of Wands, the Emperor, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Aren't these cards beautiful? I love these cards. And let's do the Seven of Cups. Okay, and then we have Disruption, positive movement forward. That's good. Okay, emotional withdrawal and awareness. Wow. Okay. All right, give me a second here. So it seems to me that there might be something that has to do with maybe a relationship that's going on. I'm not sure if this is a family relationship with a family member or a spouse or partner. So I'm just going to kind of organize these here. So we have emotional withdrawal and we have the Emperor. So emotional withdrawal and the Emperor. The Emperor is the archetype of a man who is older, who is very knowledgeable. He's kind of like encompasses all the kings into one. Okay, so he's able to make very wise decisions. He's very spiritual and confident, but he isn't very open with his emotions. So even though he's fantastic in many ways. Like he could be a father figure, he was reliable, all of those things. But emotionally, he can be kind of reserved. And so I feel like there's something there that group 2, that you're withholding. You're holding back in doing something, or holding back in telling a truth. Okay, so there needs to be a truth told that you're deciding not to. And I think you're deciding not to talk about this truth because you're afraid that it's going to cause disruption. It's going to cause pain. It's going to cause some people could cause their world to shatter, maybe even your world to shatter, There could be something there, like maybe you're realizing that you're taking this emotional withdrawal because you're realizing that maybe you're not happy in your current situation. Maybe you're not happy with maybe where you're living, or who you're living with, or family members, or a spouse. You're realizing that there needs to be a change here. But I feel like this is a very sad thing. Excuse me, I don't even know if you heard that, but I got a notification. Like, the Seven of Cups kind of indicates, sadness to me. Like some cups are spilled over and some are not. But you're not paying attention to the cups that are full still. You're just paying attention to the ones that have toppled over. And the Queen of Cups is a very beautiful, this queen came out in pile 1. Very beautiful, emotionally, giving queen. She's very secure in her emotions, a very loving and kind and nurturing queen. But here, coupled with the Seven of Cups, just screams sadness to me. Mourning and sadness. Mourning of loss of something. So, now this could represent someone else in your life that kind of is feeling that this is going to be taking place, that this truth needs to be told. So there might be multiple people here in this situation. Because I think what the universe is trying to tell you here is, you need to move forward. This awareness card also tells me too that, you know, if this is about another person or whatever this Queen of Cups represents, they are aware of what you're holding back. So you're not fooling anyone, pile 2. All right, you're not fooling anyone. The people in your life know that you've withdrawn. They feel that you've withdrawn. So you're not fooling anyone. You certainly are not fooling the universe either. The universe is trying to really make the point to you that you need to move forward in a different direction. Either leave this relationship behind or speak this inner truth. Okay? Despite the disruption that it's going to cause, speak this inner truth. Nobody wins when you stay in denial. Nobody wins in your life. Okay, you could sit there and pretend that, you know, everything is fine, that nothing is bothering you right now. You put on a fake face for people, but obviously people who know you deeply, like this Queen of Cups, whoever this represents. And by the way, in tarot, in my opinion, there is no like queens must mean a female type of thing. I think that, or you know, emperors and kings are only male energy. No, I think it can be embodied by anyone. All right, spirituality is not. I don't think there's gender in there. You know, there's energy. So you can have feminine and masculine energy, you know. So whoever this energy is here already knows that you've pulled away. So you're not fooling this person, and this person is already mourning, thinking the worst already, because this queen is not looking at her cups that are full still. This queen is looking at all her empty cups, the ones that fell over. So she's not even paying attention to the positive side of what could be the outcome. I'm surprised this isn't like, you know, the 8 or 9 of Swords, to be honest with you. But yeah, you know, you have the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands is a fast, passionate knight, full of passion. He's the one that you want to call when you got to fight someone. You know, he's going to come in with passion and come in quickly. It can also be a little bit of a young, arrogant energy. But nonetheless, it's a passionate one. He's not going to be reserved at all. And I think what the universe is trying to tell you, pile 2, is that you need to move forward. Your direction needs to change from withdrawal and introversion to outward. You need to be open and speak your truth. Okay? Whatever that truth is. You know, this person, I feel like this person loves you. This person loves you so much. They're not going to abandon you just because you have a truth to speak. Because remember, these cups, 2 or 3 of them, I think, are knocked over, but the others are still full. There's love there. Love that hasn't been let go. Right? So, you know, I know, like, in general, like if you have a very kind of like a superficial relationship with someone and they start withdrawing from you, you're like, you know what, they're going through their own shit. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time with someone who's not going to give me any attention. Right? Most likely people react that way. They don't, especially if people have like abandonment issues. They're like, see ya, bye. you know, go spend your time by yourself. I'm gonna go live my best life. You know, I ain't got time for your bullshit. You know. But people who really know you and who are devoted to you and care about you, know your worth, are gonna stick around. And this Queen of Cups is not going anywhere. Queen of Cups loves you and will understand this. It might disrupt and change the nature of your relationship, maybe, or change the trajectory of where the relationship goes, if it's even about a relationship. Shit, this could even be about like making a decision about moving to another state, going into the military, deciding to leave the job that you're with and you want to go travel the world. I mean, it could mean anything, right? Telling your parents you don't want to go to college and you'd rather get a trade. It could be, hey, I'm not in love with you. I'm not in love with my husband anymore. I'm not in love with my wife anymore. You know, those are huge decisions, you know. But why live a lie? Don't do that to yourself. Life is too short. Life is too short. And if you're young watching this, don't be deceived. Life will pass you by before you know it. And you'll have so many regrets if you don't move forward. And you are a beautiful being that the universe knows where your happiness lies. So like I said, you're not lying to anybody. This person knows and senses that you pulled away. The universe is like, hello, I've made you aware of something you need to change, someplace you're not happy with in your life. And sometimes these moments of awareness are not welcomed. I'm gonna tell you, I've had that too happen in my life where I'm like, I have this like epiphany and realize there's some major shit that needs to change, and I'm not happy about it. And I stay and I do this. I mull over it. I stay up in the middle of the night. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this, blah blah blah. You know, sometimes, you know, we all have those times in our life where we do need to be a recluse, you know, and kind of sit with our shit and lick our wounds. You know, why me? Why do I got to be the one to have this go on in my life? But this is not the end of the world, this truth, okay? Be passionate, be forward, be truthful. And look what you got going on in front of you. Open, you know, the world is your oyster, right? Which, on a side note, what the fuck does that mean? World is your oyster? Like, I never have gotten that analogy, but yet I still use it. So anyway, the point being is that, you know, it is all laid before you. You could just do whatever you want in your life. You're being your own gate. You're stopping yourself from moving forward. The universe is trying to say, listen, honey, you're the only person you're fooling is yourself. Let go. This awareness was brought to you from the universe because the universe loves you and knows that what's on the other side of the gate, the beauty and freedom and love. Oh, right now it's 1 o'clock, so it says 111. So pile 2, look that angel number up. That might be a message for you, because I just looked at the clock and that's what it says. Hence what I said in the beginning, right, when I started seeing all these synchronicities lately. Anyway, so yes, it's 111. Okay, so yeah, pile 2. Be honest, you're not fooling anyone, okay? Universe knows that the universe brought this awareness to you. This beautiful person here loves you, all right? They're going to support you. If they don't, they're still going to always love you. They have that love for you there, okay? And I think sometimes just being honest is all people need, you know? You know, loving someone through this with emotional withdrawal time is very difficult for people on the outside. Because they sometimes can see your pain, they see you're upset, they know what's going on, they know something's happening. And having to wait until you're ready to speak your truth can be the most hardest thing for people who love you. So be brave. Be brave. It's okay. You'll make it through this time, and the universe has your back. All right? Make sure that you meditate. I mean, I don't know if you meditate. Whatever you do. If you meditate or if you take nature walks, you know, take those therapeutic hot baths, you know, where you come out looking like a lobster. I don't care. But do something to help to bring that emotional calmness to yourself. You know, bring in that, like, I know for me, I like to take baths, or I'll go outside or meditate. And just even meditating, like, really, it sounds so fancy, I think, when you say meditating. It's seriously just me sitting and shutting the fuck up, shutting my mind off as best as I possibly can, because I got ADD, so that's hard to do. But taking those deep breaths, all that extra oxygen going into your brain, you know, asking the universe to lift the anxiety away from your heart, make things clear for you on how you can word this truth that you need to say. All right, and it'll get better for you. One day at a time. One foot in front of the other, okay, pile 2? All right, you hang in there. All right, I know it's hard, but sometimes the truth is, you know, that saying is kind of true. Not to sound cliche, but the truth does set you free. It really does. All right, so I wish you the best. If this resonated with you, leave a comment, like or subscribe. Well, like the video, and then if you can subscribe, it helps grow my channel, which is really cool. But yeah, if you have suggestions on readings that you would like to see me do, I mainly do pick-a-card readings. So if you have any cool ideas, let me know in the comment section, okay? You take care of pile 2. I really wish you the best, okay? Hang in there. Bye. All right, pile 3. ¿Cómo estás? I hope you're doing good. We did the Del Toro. Yep. Guillermo del Toro. Right? Is that Guillermo del Toro? Shit, there's like, oh yeah. I always get that confused with Benicio del Toro. Because there's only like 2 del Toros that I know that are famous. I mean, if you guys know more, go ahead and put it in the comments. But I think that's it. I don't know. Okay. Enough of my jibber jabber. Let's see what the universe is trying to tell you, pile 3, okay? Let's see, what is the universe trying to tell pile 3? Universe, what are you trying to tell? What message do you have for pile 3? What message do you have for pile 3? What messages for pile 3? What messages for pile 3? Oh, that one won't go in. Just take that one too. Okay. Alrighty. And then let's shuffle this oracle deck here and see what we got going on. What does the universe have to say to pile 3? Santo Maria. All right. Okay. Now the universe is just like, hurry up. I got a lot to say to pile 3. I spilled all the damn cards out. Okay. Let's try that again here. Okay. These 2 wanted to pop out. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Jeez. Okay. 3. Pile 3. Mischievous, huh? All right, let's see what we got here for your cards. I don't read reversals, by the way. Ooh, Strength. The Star. Knight of Blades, which is Knight of Swords. 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. Okay. And you have Fulfillment of Wishes, Partnerships and Alliance, and Hope. Well, damn! Pile 3! The universe is like, seriously, you're like on the verge of some major blessings here. Wow. Okay. Okay, give me a minute here. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if this is this might have to do with a relationship. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're in a romantic relationship, if you're dating someone, or you want to date someone, and You know, it's a crush that's kind of, you know, I think of unrequited love, right? Like, you know, you're the one really wanting the relationship and you're not getting any information back from that person. And the other thing that I'm feeling here is that you have been working very, very hard towards something. You've been putting in a lot of work. You had to make a decision about which direction to go, and you've been working very hard at that. You know, you've been like, this is like it's not a wish fulfillment, but it's like, it reminds me of that song Wishing on a Star. It's like all your hopes and dreams, you know, even despite how crazy they might sound, you still hope and dream for them. You know, you have that childlike hope and dream. And you know, if you can see here, and all the other star cards, this is kind of the same, where if you look at this little design of the stars, there's one that stands out that's the largest, you know, like that is the wish that you are focused on, and you've been very strong in upholding that and working hard on that. You know, the combination of this innocent looking child, you know, hoping, and then the brute strength that you've had to have in order to make this dream take place. There's going to be change. Change is coming for you, okay? So the universe is trying to tell you that you are on the brink of your wish fulfillment taking place. And it's going to take you by surprise. When it happens, it'll happen quickly. This is the Knight of Blades. So I always think of that song, Wrecking Ball. Came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, you don't want me to sing. But that is this knight. He comes in reckless, with reckless abandon. Like, you know, that friend that you call because you're about to get in a fight. You know, and they come in all crazy and pumped up, ready to just like hit anyone, right? This is the kind of energy that the Knight of Blades has, okay? And so, you know, this is the momentum. This card of momentum is how these blessings are going to come for you, you know. The Two of Pentacles is where I get the idea of there being a decision that needed to be made, and you went for it, or you've been trying to have balance between having hope in what you're hoping for and also being strong. All right. Also being strong through that, keeping the balance. And the reason why I think that this could also indicate just a relationship is because of the Two of Wands. Sometimes can indicate like a twin flame kind of soulmate type energy, but it also indicates like plans that have been made are complete, and you're right about to start a journey. Okay. So it's kind of like if you can imagine someone and there's two paths, fork in the road. So you're right there at that fork, looking at the roads. But yes, so the universe is definitely saying your wishes are going to be fulfilled. I mean, it literally says fulfillment of wishes. So what you've been working on is coming. It's coming for you. I mean, look at him. He's got that treasure chest open. And all of the light behind him really just signifies that, you know, this is coming from the universe. And all of these two waterfalls make me feel like this is going to be a very emotional thing. You know, when it does come to fruition, it is going to be emotional, which makes sense because look at the balance that you've had to maintain. You know, the balance that you've had to maintain of both keeping the dream alive and then working on that dream. That's hard to do. God, you're a strong person, Group 3. That is so hard to do. For me, I always kind of get lost between the dream and reality, you know, and which I think probably most people do, being like, oh well, no, this is not realistic. Scratch it, you know, do something else, right? But not you, Pile 3. You definitely have shown yourself to be a very strong person. And the universe is rewarding you for your hard toil and labor. This has not been easy for you. This has not been easy for you. And the universe is telling you to be hopeful because it's coming, all right? To encourage you that this is coming. Don't give up hope. Don't stop running at the end of the finish line. You know? A lot of people, like, you know, I mean, it's easy to do, right? When you can't see the finish line, it's easy to be like, it's too far. I'm too tired. I don't know which, you know, I don't even know if I can keep going. But the universe is telling you, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. I mean, look, can you see in the middle of that person in here? That's you. Right there. After that wish fulfillment, it's there. It's the universe having his hands open. Meet out. It's right there for you. Don't give up. And you're going to have people along the way that's going to help you get there. The universe is also saying to not to refuse help from people. Don't allow this, as you've been doing this delicate dance, right? Don't allow this strength portion of you to get sucked into pride and not want to accept help from people. Don't allow that. You've already worked too hard. I mean, that would probably literally be like you stopping before you get to the finish line. Don't do that. If someone is there with good energy and wants to help you and is there for you and has maybe a better way of doing things, or even just simply encouraging you, being on the sidelines, saying you can do this. Don't be prideful to say, I don't need anybody's help or anybody's encouragement. Because that's when this card can turn into being a negative card, right? Like if I did read reversals. Pride, arrogance, not wanting to accept help, feeling defeated, being weak. Okay? But you got it, honey. That's fucking amazing. Man, pile 3, you have worked so fucking hard. You really need to give yourself a pat on the back. I mean, honestly, you have worked so fucking hard. You are loved and cherished by the universe. And the universe, you know, your hard work has not gone unnoticed at all. At all. The universe is like, look at pile 3. Look what pile 3 has accomplished. Oh, it's coming for pile 3. Oh, you want some fulfillment of wishes? There it is. Oh, you need some help and some partnership? There it is. You need some hope because you're feeling tired? There it is. Boom. Boom shakalaka. I am so happy for you, pile 3. So positive. I'm so happy for you. And just continue on. You know, don't forget that. Don't forget your spiritual side when these blessings come. You know, don't forget that the hard work that you put in, the days that you were crying and all of that, it didn't come easy, and that this is a gift from the universe. Okay, so give thanks to the universe too. You know, I mean, say that prayers, pray to God and thank God for this. You know, thank God for giving you that strength. You know, because it's all tied in together. Because these blessings will then spill over and bless other people. It's all this revolving door. It's all this, you know, it's all connected. All right. So there are reasons you are getting this blessing. Not only because of your hard work, but because it is part of the cycle that has started with you and it's going to. So I really wish you the best. This is really great. You know, this was probably the best reading out of the 3. Don't tell the other 3 or the other 2. But pile 3, yeah, definitely. Your reading was the best. Okay, so if you liked this reading and it resonated with you, leave a comment at the bottom. Hit the subscription button and the little bell, and then you'll get notified anytime I put out a new video, okay? So, yeah, pile 3, I wish you the best. Take care. Bye.